Hello, and welcome to, back to my channel, or if you're new. So, if you don't know, there has been the Lego Arkham Asylum, which has right here, you know, and it actually looks like a pretty decent set. But, I have a couple gripes with it, you could say. Number one, the minifigs, right there. Now, some of them are pretty cool, but others are really lame, like Scarecrow, because where's his hat? I don't want to be that guy, but Scarecrow kind of needs his hat. So I propose 10 more Batman minifigs to add to this, set. So, number one, Clayface. Now, if you don't know, Clayface was actually teased in the Arkham set with this little photo right there, along with the Dark Knight Returns right there. So, and, I think they should have had him, this Clayface, if you don't know, like that. But they had a minifig of him in the Lego Batman game, you know, and I said that looks pretty, oh man, pretty darn good. So I think that they should have him. Next, Killer Moth. Now, I love Killer Moth. I think he is probably one of, if not the third best Batman villain. Now, Killer Moth, if you don't know him, what he looks like from that guy. But they also made a Lego minifig of him in the Lego Batman game. Love that game. I mean, look at him. Look at that little purple cutie right there. Next, Commissioner Gordon. The head honcho at the police department in Gotham. But they never had him. You know, they had, like, this is him if you don't know him. But they had a little Lego minifigure of him. Lego Batman movie. It's a great movie, by the way. You should go watch it. All right. Next, we have Barbara Gordon. Now, Barbara Gordon is special as she has, many different appearances. She's been Batgirl, Oracle, or she could just be plain old Barbara, depending on what they want. They could have Batgirl, which, great fig, or Oracle, but, I could see why Lego would not do it as, if you've read The Killing Joke, Joker shot her and then, did some um, special things to her. Great comic, by the way, but, or they could just do her Lego Batman appearance, but next, Dr. Phosphorus. Now, I actually recently finished watching Creature Commandos, and great show, by the way, but I actually wasn't that familiar with Dr. Phosphorus. I thought that he went by Blight, but, I could be wrong. If you don't know what he looks like, here's what they do. That's him from the Creature Commandos show. But what I was thinking they could do, so you know how all of them how like half the minifigs had orange jumpsuits? They could actually do that with him and just have like his ribs kind of like highlighted throughout the suit, which I think would be pretty cool. But, they also did a Lego of him, I think. And then Maxi Zeus. I actually do really like Maxi Zeus. He's basically this guy who thinks that he's Zeus, So, a lot of possibility there. This is him if you don't know what he looks like, and this is just a Lego Zeus I found. Next, Aaron Cash. Now, if you don't know who Aaron Cash is, he is one of the guards from the Arkham series, like the Arkham games. One of my favorite games, by the way. And he's pretty cool because he has a hook for a hand, which got bit off, which in his hand got bit off by a Killer Croc. So, this is from Arkham Origins. And then he was also in the Lego movie. You can see his little hook hand right there. Next, Dr. Harley Quinzel. Now, if you don't know, Dr. Harley Quinzel, she was a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum and then fell in love with the Joker, turning into Harley Quinn. As you can see right there, I think this is from the Harley Quinn series. I haven't watched it yet, but, it's on the list. Her from the comics. And then, this is just a Lego minifig I found. I don't really like how you could see the Harley Quinn under. I kind of just want her to be pure Harley Quinzel, but, Azrael. Now, Azrael is probably one of my favorite members of the Bat family, right next to Red Hood, who is obviously the best. But they could do many things, like his Arkham Knight appearance, Arkham Knight, Arkham City appearance right here, or they could do his comic appearance, his John Paul. I didn't like his newest, the one that was like during No Man's Land, right there. It wasn't that good. Or they could do his Nightfall, which is his first appearance. I love Nightfall. I think it's one of the best, right behind No Man's Land. Or Hush, or Court of Owls. Don't even get me started on that. And this is just his Arkham Knight as a Lego. Next, the ventriloquist. Now they could do this many different ways. They could just have Wesker and Scarface, or they could just do Scarface. But they actually did do him in the Lego Villains games like this. I haven't played yet, but it's on the list. Now, we have a little bonus for you. All right. Now, these are just characters who I would love to add, but I don't think that they could have fit. But without further ado, here we go.
Back in the day, as we learned, a man was not considered to be fooling grown. Has he not gone beyond the hills? Has he not crossed the 7 seas?
Yes, 7 seas at least.
Now all them jokers kept around, just like a scarecrows in hometown.
Yes, scarecrows in hometown.
From screen to screen, them traveling. But I'm a wanderlust king. I stay on the run. Let me out. Let me be gone. In the world, beat up Rosalind. I so new history of a time. New history of
Of course, we end with Batman Beyond, one of the best shows, I think. Now, if you didn't know any of the people, that's okay. Guess you're just not a nerd as much as me, but I'm pretty sure there will be someone who will put all the list names in the order in the comments down below. It's not going to be me, though, because, I like having free time. So, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, I guess. So, because in 30 subscribers, I will be ranking all of the Gen 3 Pokemon. All of them. Was it 132, 33? I'm just guessing. All right, now, hope you guys have a great day. All right, bye.